I'm enjoying our last day here in Seychelles, and we're staying in a hotel which is called Savoy Spa Resort, 5-star hotel. It's so interesting to see in the morning, when people are having the breakfast. It's so interesting to see that a lot of people eat way too much, and it's obvious because our stomachs, the size of our stomach is something like this, right? So there's only so much food that your stomach can hold during the meal, but people just load the tables, and you can see that they eat a bit too much, right? Because there are so many nice foods here. The offer is really splendid. So many nice fruits and pastries, and you name it. And it's kind of natural that you would tend to overeat a little bit during the holiday, right? You would think so. But in reality, what it is, it's a clear sign that you're not resonating with your body. You're not in tune with your body. Because if you would be, you would not overeat ever. You would intuitively feel what exactly your body needs, how much it needs, and when it needs it. And I can talk about these matters very well because I was the exact same. I used to overeat every time I stayed at a hotel. And not only, there was a time, as a matter of fact, back in the day when I used to do that every night. I would binge eat and binge drink, and then I would starve myself the following day and work out to compensate for that. Crazy stuff. But it's all because you are not in tune with your body. And how it works is, when you were a child, you were not taught to feel yourself properly. And what I mean by this is the following. When you were, for example, angry, you were told off because of that. You were probably told, hey, it's not okay to be angry, stop that. When you were throwing a tantrum, for example, and it's normal for any child, for any toddler to throw a tantrum, you were probably punished because of that, instead of allowing you to feel that emotion. And then the role of the adult was to guide you through that emotion, guide you in a safe way by allowing you to experience that emotion, then explaining to you what it means and that it's normal and all of those sort of things. And then you learn to feel yourself. You see, the emotions that we feel, they live in our bodies, right? They all reside in our body. And every time you learn to experience the feeling, understand it, you integrate it properly. And that teaches you, your awareness, to resonate with your body, with your whole being. But if you were constantly swallowing your anger, if you weren't even allowed to be happy to the full extent possible, maybe you were, the way kids run around in the evenings and whatnot, and then them being told off by their parents, don't get super excited, it's not good, you're gonna cry if you get too excited, all of these sort of things. Then you suppress even your happiness, and ultimately you suppress your body. You're not in tune with that. And then you grow up, and then you're 50 years old, and you have a family, and you have a good job, and maybe you're a very influential person, and then you come down to a hotel like this, and you're still unhappy. You still overeat, you still drink at night, and you hate yourself and your life. And maybe you have a mistress, but it's never too late. It's never too late to change that and start enjoying the life to its fullest. It's 100% possible. How do I know that? Because I've changed my life around myself. Even a couple of years ago, I was a miserable wreck, And now, I'm a completely changed person. Those who know me, they tell me, yeah, Robert, I can definitely feel the change. The aura around me has changed completely. I'm a way more peaceful person, way more calmer. I'm in connection with myself. And I no longer overeat. I even don't have that need within me, you know? I just eat the food that my body needs. I start with the protein, and then I end up with some porridge, some dried fruits, something like that, which replenishes my energy reserves after my morning workout, and then I go about my day. We go for a swim, go for a walk, go sightseeing. That's what enjoying life to its fullest means. Being in tune with you, allowing yourself to experience emotions, all of them,